Hi everyone, good morning. Well, it's morning here. I don't know what it is when you're watching this, but it's morning for me. We are on the way for my last cancer treatment. It's not chemo. Those who have been following should know that after the mastectomy, I had to do a chemo pill for a couple months, and then I was doing Keytruda as well. And so finished the chemo pill a few weeks ago, and now I'm finishing out the Keytruda infusions. So today is the last one. It was a total of 9. Trying to just reflect on how I'm feeling. Like in terms of like the treatment itself, it wasn't necessarily like hard on me or anything like that. So I can't really say like, oh, like thank God I'm glad that's over, because it really didn't bother me too much for the most part. My biggest complaint throughout this phase of treatment has been like the skin rash that I've had in my private area, and so that is the most annoying part of this whole thing. I do have like scalp dryness, just dry skin overall, but it's not like uncomfortable, it's just annoying, so I pick at it. But what's uncomfortable and as you can imagine, just a lot more to kind of like ignore is having a rash, especially in that area. And so outside of that, I feel like it's nothing I can complain about really. So I'm counting my blessings and just rejoicing in the fact that I can say like, oh, that's my biggest complaint, because I know for some people the side effects are a lot more, take a lot on them, or has a huge toll on their body. And so counting my blessings. Yep, that's that. So we're just driving now. Got my husband driving.
Got my hands at 3 and 9. 3 and 9.
Tay baby in the back sleep. She'll wake up at some point. She stayed up late last night.
She hung out. She's in the Holy Ghost Club.
Yeah. On YouTube, watching shows. That's what she likes to do on her time.
Not even 2 years old yet. YouTube getting views from her.
Exactly. So yeah, how am I feeling? I don't know. I have a lot of feelings, a lot of thoughts. I no longer, for the most part, I no longer feel like, okay, now what am I supposed to do now that, my body has to rely on its own self. Like I was in that state for a while, like just kind of really, I guess, anxious about it. Like, you just have those thoughts that, well, this kind of snuck up on me, and, your body let you down already. And so you have those thoughts like, well, I got to go back to trusting, myself, and know how that worked out last time. So that was rough for a while. But like I said, for the most part, like, not to say that thought doesn't cross my mind. It does cross my mind, but it's not consuming my thoughts. It's not like the first thing that I think of now. Like I found peace in knowing that my faith and my trust is not in the medication, that it's in God. That's who has been in this whole time. And my relationship with God has gotten a whole lot deeper. Not that it hasn't been deep already, because God has already gotten me through a whole lot of other situations. And so I'm just grateful that I have those reminders, that even in those moments where it feels like you're on your own, like you're not on your own, like you've never been on your own. I've never been on my own. So I'm just grateful for the relationship that I have, and my level of faith that I have, to know and be reminded of that. And so again, not really in that place anymore, because I know not putting my faith in my body. I'm not putting my faith in the medication or anything like that. My faith is in God, and my trust is in God. And who better should we all put our faith and trust in? So that's covered. I guess more so it's just kind of like figuring out Like, I didn't have no beef with that person. Like, my pre-cancer self, I was pretty, content and confident in who I was then. And so to lose, a piece of me in that process, and rediscovering who I am now, I know I'm going to be a better version of myself, but it's like, it's still a loss. And so knowing that you'll never be the same. Like, anybody who has gone through any type of traumatic experience, like, knows what I'm talking about. Like, whether it's death or sickness or, a significant job loss or whatever it is that you're going through, like, like, when that chapter ends, like, you're not going to go back. You're not going to go back to the person that you was, or, to the life that you had prior to whatever the significant event was. And so, for most people, I guess, I don't know the stats on it, but I feel like for most people, like, you end up being a better version. Those who lose a job end up, coming out on top because they get a better job. You know what I'm saying? And, those who are able to overcome sickness and health challenges and, you name it, like, you become a better version of yourself. So I know that is what ultimately is going to happen, but it's just, as you're going through it and you can't really see how things are, going to end up. It's just, oh man, like, who am I now? So that's where we are, I guess. That's the only thing I can really think of right now. I'm looking forward to, getting back to not everything that I was doing before, but some of the things that I enjoy doing. I'm looking forward to getting back to that. I'm also looking forward to just kind of like redesigning my schedule, my life, the priorities and things like that. Like, it just, like, having a major health scare like that just really puts things in perspective, and you really, like, value time. Not that I didn't before, because having significant losses in my life have, like, always kind of put me in a mindset to know that, like, time is precious. But when it hits you personally, like, before it was like it hit me personally, but it was somebody I was, close to or whatever. But now it's like me, like, I had to raise my hand this time. And so just have a even deeper understanding and appreciation of, how precious time is. And so I'm just ready to enjoy it. Like, I look forward to, like, every day that I get to wake up and put my feet on the ground and have breath in my body and open my eyes. I'm just grateful. Just seeing the beauty in everything. Like, walking outside, even when it's raining and storming, it's like, man, it's still beautiful because I'm still here on this side. I still get to spend time with my family here. And just enjoy life and watch the kids grow and spend time with my husband, and looking forward to, spending the rest of our lives together. And we are both, I feel like we both can say, like, we are looking forward to that being many, many, many more years to come.
Many more for me to aggravate you.
Lord.
I love it.
Pray for me, because he's aggravating. He's very aggravating.
That's what I'm supposed to do.
I love him though, but he's aggravating.
That's what I'm supposed to do.
Just like the kids. They all aggravating.
It's okay. I love.
But that's what I love. Like, as aggravated as I be, as annoyed as I be at times, like, the second that I'm away from them, I miss them. So that's that. As annoying as they can be and aggravating, I love them, and I want to spend every moment with them that I have. So I know I'm rambling, but that's just me reflecting on this moment, because this is a big moment. As much as I just try to wake up and go on like it's a regular day, it's not really a regular day. It's a major day. So I just want to thank God, and thank everyone, my family, everybody who's been on this journey with me thus far, because it has been a journey. It's definitely been a journey. And so here we are.
Let's go.
Closing out this chapter, ready to start a new page in the book. So, not that I'm ending this, like, you guys don't have to worry, like, I'm going to continue to take you on the journey of my life, doesn't just, things don't just stop now. Like I'm sure, just even with the follow-up appointments and things like that, I'm sure that people can benefit from knowing, how things move forward. Okay, so you finish with Keytruda, then what's next? So there will be more things that I share along the way. So definitely don't worry there. Continue to watch and follow me. Those who have connected with me over this hasn't quite been a year yet since I started the YouTube channel, but I guess July I think will make it a year, something like that, something around that time. But yeah, anyway, so yeah, it's been almost a year since I started tracking this, right? Yeah, it's definitely been a year since I started tracking, more than a year. Yeah, so I remember doing I didn't have everything all caught up in the beginning, but I was catching as much content, or not necessarily content, but as much video of what I was going through as possible, even in the beginning when I didn't even know that I would do a YouTube channel. So
that is content.
Aggravating.
That's content. But
content, whatever. Yeah. So I'm thinking of it like my life, not necessarily content. It's my life, the journey. So yeah. All right, it's a beautiful day out today. It's so bright. That's what I'm squinting. It's bright and sunny. It's gorgeous.
Great day.
We got big plans, and so we're looking forward to starting the new chapter in our lives. All right, guys, I'll check back in once I get to the center. That's it for now. Peace. Okay, I'm back. So I'm sitting in the room just waiting on the nurse practitioner to come in. I've had my labs done, my blood pressure, weight, all the basic vitals done, and so just waiting to speak with the NP to just make sure that I'm good to go for this last infusion and just talk about the next steps. So yep, just waiting. I'll keep you posted. So yeah, we're here, we're connected, getting the last Keytruda.